Um,
Hi, this is the Borne Report. BORNE. There's no U, but the USA, and there's no I in team. We have Kali back, and yeah, let's talk politics. You said you wanted to get into Chicago.
yes, they took a bunch of black people from Chicago in the middle of the night from their homes. ICE.
ICE
Why?
did this.
Yes.
I
Were they
I would have to
immigrants?
look at. I would have to look at the story in particular. Like I don't.
Yes.
This sounds like rumor to me.
It was on the
Was
news.
they, okay? Were they Haitian?
No, they were black
were-
in Chicago. They were black,
Black
people.
in Chicago. I
Yeah.
understand that.
Like
You've been to Haiti, right? Like,
yes, yes.
Okay.
I'm from the Dominican
That's what I'm
Republic. That's
saying.
next to
Okay,
Haiti.
it's right. Okay. It's
It
like-
wasn't foreigners, black foreigners. It was black Americans gone. Like it's trickling.
How can ICE arrest them if they're American citizens? Now DEA can arrest them. I know he was in there trying to go after drug cartels and shit like that.
You're the conservative one. You're the one that knows the law.
Fair enough. I mean, that's got to be what it was. I mean, they can't hold them longer than 48 hours.
It's illegal, right? To take.
Yeah, it's illegal to. Yeah, now here's the thing: if you're obstructing justice or obstructing ICE or like hiding people in your apartment or some shit like that, they can arrest you.
Right.
But they can't like keep you. They just give you a fucking court date and let you go.
How do you feel? What if I get arrested? Like
You're
I'm.
not getting
What if that happens? What do I do? Because
I'm gonna bail you out. You can call me. I'm gonna bail you out, and then I'm gonna ask you, what did you do? Did you throw a rock at ICE or something? Like, what did you
right,
do?
right. That's
Why would
fair.
They arrest you?
That's what I would like to know. Like
They're not gonna arrest you.
they're saying if you're brown or black, you're going down.
You see, that is the commie nonsensical crap that the Democrats are coming up with. Yes, left and right. Now the thing is, the Democrats are so bad right now that the Republicans don't have a check on their bullshit. So,
Can you define the word commie for me, please?
communist, i.e., an individual, a socialist, whether it be a national socialist or a democratic socialist or a socialist. This idea is like, we're going to make the government all powerful, and then they'll take care of us. No. You make taxes as low as fucking possible, and then you, like, take as much power away from the government as possible, and that's how goddamn government works. The best. It's just, you don't want like complete total libertarianism because for a big city, like you got to have some type of gun laws.
Right.
You got to have some type of sanitation laws. You can't just have Jim Bob and Dale putting, a fucking car out there with fucking antifreeze leaking into the ground, and then that's everybody's tap water. You know what I'm saying? Like once you get into a big city, you got to have, I can understand extra red tape, because you're living near other people. Some of the red tape that I would add if I was governor, I would make it unlawful for you to build a non-fireproof structure. You can't build a house.
Right.
You can't build an apartment that is not only flame retardant but damn near unburnable. Like you can't damn near burn it down. And so a lot of people are like, well, I can't rebuild my house. Like you can build out steel reinforced concrete. It's like, yes, you can. Or you can go get one of these fucking trailers that are on trains. They're building tiny homes out of.
Yeah.
And there's got to be a way to build, non-flammable,
Especially in
building
LA.
materials. Exactly, because you're endangering your neighbor's house. You're endangering the next house. It's like the rich will build their stuff early, and big companies will come in and build steel reinforced concrete condos. I mean, I would literally like build like the Fontainebleau in Las Vegas. Just a big apartment complex, and then some of them, like, it'd be like 30% apartments, 30% suites and hotel rooms, and 40% timeshares and condos that are rent to own. And essentially, in that way, over 70% of the building will over time be ownable. Even the apartments would be ownable. So essentially, you do your 5 years or whatever, renting or whatever, and then you can have an option to buy.
That's nice.
But like the real estate developer would not have an option. He would have to offer it as a rent to own.
That's
Because we're going to sit here and we're going to dick around about the Palisades and Eaton forever. We need big money to come in and build big structures, and you can have a casino under it, or a resort, or a fucking country club or whatever. At least a sports book in a, they used to have Hollywood Park out here. Remember the racetrack?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like, what if you had that, but like classy, not like, scum hanging around the place. Like we're talking about, like on top of that would be like a sports book and like a 1.3 $1 million condos and like $800,000 apartments. Like something this size would be like 800 grand, but it would be in a high rise.
Can I ask you, do you believe scum can be white too, or we're just talking? Okay, good.
What? No. We are for interracial marriage.
Oh,
this is the only way to breed out bigotry.
Nice.
Okay, but 1, 2, you see a swastika on that motherfucker? He's worse scum than like poor little immigrant guy. He's not scum. He's like, I have no job. I want a job. I come to the greatest country in the world. He's trying to buy himself a Dallas Cowboys jersey. He's trying to get on America's team so fast he can't see straight, and that's what this American Foreign Legion would do. Okay, the French Foreign Legion does the same thing. We take guys that want to be French. You do 5 years, boom, you're an American. You do 10 years, boom, you can sponsor a child or a wife. You do your 20, you can sponsor yourself and 3 kids, or a wife and 2 kids. And this is not going to solve everything.
Yeah.
Okay, but what if there was a place for you to go where you could sign up and say, I want to earn citizenship, and because illegal immigrants can't get in the military. Imagine if you grew up in a country whose military sucked, like Mexico or like Brazil or like someplace like that. It's like we just take for granted that we're Americans. Like we never fucking lose. Even like when we are forced out of Afghanistan by our own president, we weren't forced out of there by the fucking Taliban. I mean, we kicked their fucking ass for like 20 years.
Are you agreeing with that thing Trump is doing where he's charging like millions of dollars for a green card or something? They're putting that out?
See, now, I don't think that's unlawful.
Yeah.
I would offer a silver option and a bronze option. Essentially, my plan would ask for 2.16% of your taxes on an interest-free loan for 12 years and 16 months, and then that money gets put back into a 216K, which is like a 401K that you can pull out at 35,
right?
Or your Social Security, like your Social Security fund, but your Social Security would become a life insurance policy.
That's nice.
Okay, so your Medicare, Medicaid would be a health savings plan, and your Social Security would be a life insurance policy. So when you die, your Social Security, you don't have an option. 30% of it goes to your wife unless you have less than 2 kids. Mm-hmm. So it would be, like 50-50, like between kid and wife there. But if you have like 3 kids, 70% would go to the dependents, and then at least 30% would go to your spouse. You could probably bump it up to 50 if you wanted to. I don't care. We would give the taxpayer options, but essentially, when you pay into Social Security, that's your fucking money. That's
so smart, because a lot of people don't have a life policy or anything like that. Especially if you don't work for a corporation, you need something. I would
argue, quite frankly, that it's fraud not paying it out as life insurance, because at the end of the day, what the Democrats have done is they dug into it and they give it to a bunch of disabled people and all this other crap. It's like you just need to pass a disability law.
Yeah.
And have special courts that okay, are you disabled or are you not disabled? Because now it's gotten to the point to where people that, are on heroin or chronic drug addicts or chronic whatever can get disability, and they break Social Security. And so...
and they make it so hard for the people that actually need it. Yeah. You know what I mean? That being said, I asked you the definition of a commie because you were saying
Communist.
But
it's an individual that believes that the government should pay everybody equal, and the government should own the means of production, and it's like the government is the worst bad option. It's the best bad option some days, because it's the only option that'll work. But it is essentially a T-shirt that will fit everybody.
Yes.
It fits most people like a muumuu, though. And it will, it's going to cost too much. It's going to be too much fabric. It's not going to make anybody happy, but at least you're not naked. Essentially, have you ever watched anybody fill a pothole on the side of the road?
No.
Or, okay, a traffic accident on the side of the road. You've seen like 50 government employees and all of them just got their thumb in their ass and they just
Yeah.
Okay, that's the government.
Yeah.
Nobody can tell the government to move faster, and so that's why it's so expensive and inefficient and god awful. You never ever want to make the government bigger unless it's okay. I think we should make the courts bigger.
The courts?
Yeah, because we haven't gotten new districts since the country,
So why you think Obama's a commie? Let's get to the point. Let's really get
why
to.
do I think Obama's
I mean, he's not the president. We can talk about him.
The man, literally,
That's messed up, man.
is openly
What?
socialist. He's openly pro.
Why?
Redistribution of assets and wealth. I mean, look. At the end of the day, if you're going to play that game, why not bail out the banks and then tell the banks you can't charge a a mortgage payment until you pay us back that money? Okay, and then just go out there and have a fireside chat. It's like, look, right now we bailed out the banks, but now you can't have your home foreclosed upon. Pay your bills because it's not, that mortgage is not going anywhere. But for the next year and a half, 2 years, they can only charge you interest, and there's a limit on the interest or whatever. Whatever we were charging the banks, bring everybody's interest rate down to that on mortgages for single family homes. So let's say we charged the banks on their bailout for like 1.7% interest. Everybody's mortgage would go to 1.7%.
Yeah.
Until the banks paid the government back. And so it took about 2 to 5 years for most of the banks to pay the government back when they got bailed out. Yeah. But between that time, 2.5, 3 million people lost homes. And Barack Obama did not want them to keep their homes.
What?
Yeah, he didn't. Okay, if you're a Republican, you own a house. If you own a house, you're probably a Republican. If you need a housing voucher, you're guaranteed to be a Democrat.
Ah, great. So, that's nice.
So,
why? Why is that? I wonder. Why do we get the tiniest end of the stick? Why?
What I'm saying is
because we have a heart.
He helped people lose their houses so that they would need him. Okay, this is what commies do. They're like, I'm going to just give you other people's money for rent. But like if you want to own shit, that's going to cost you. And it's, capitalism works. It's not fair, but it works. Communism always rewards the least productive people the same as the most productive people. And so the most productive people either stop being productive or pack their shit and leave and go somewhere else. I mean, we've got the most productive Chinese people here. We've got the most productive Latin Americans here because in their countries, they would get paid dog shit. And their land could be seized. In Venezuela, you run a successful oil field, fucking, the fucking government could just come in and it's like, oh, you're doing good, and just take your shit.
Yeah, that's true.
In America, you can't really do that. So, like, people that know what the fuck they're doing come here.
I think it's getting to that point here a little bit, or maybe that's just propaganda.
Cortez and communist, what's his name? Chuck Schumer. All right, I'm a Jew that hates Chuck Schumer and Bernie Sanders. These are not good Jews. These are commie Jews. Okay, what? They don't like Israel. They don't like America. They don't like people in general. Okay, and they want us to keep breeding and be poor so that they can, have tons of money. Like that was the one thing. That was about the only thing. Well, there was a couple things that I disagreed with Charlie Kirk on. It's like women don't want to have more kids. The robots are putting everybody out of business. We need to have less kids. We need to reward people with a childless tax credit up to 35, maybe their whole life. If you're not putting kids in school, you should have lower taxes.
Yes.
If you're not, on some kind of public assistance, you should have lower taxes. And I think that everybody should have food stamps because you don't want kids going hungry. You don't want families going hungry. Oh, my
God. That's such
the food stamps would be on perishable stuff alone.
Yes.
So milk, cheese, lettuce, blah, blah. That way, you're not really losing money because stores just throw that stuff away. Yeah. And then they raise prices. You would have an immediate 20, maybe 30% drop in like meat, cheese, milk prices overnight if everybody in the country got $216 worth of like these food stamps, and would just, let's give you the option on your tax return, like we'll give you this for 30 cents on the dollar, for $216, and if you have kids or whatever, we'll give it to you, more than that, better or whatever. So $1,000 would get you $300 worth of food stamps, give or take.
Yeah.
Because we throw so much of that crap away. There would be a limit. I would put the limit on a single person at $216, and a kid a month. That would be a month.
Right.
Like a person who files taxes. If you file a tax return, you get $216, and that way you wouldn't be. People couldn't just sign up and put a false number down there and just have 50 cards coming to their house and stuff like that.
I think it's not like that anymore. I think it's much more. I think it is because I swear to God, I used to get.
There's a hustle for everything, and all I'm saying is.
Yes, dude. Trust me, I'm from New York. I'm a hustler. But it's harder now. I was affected by the fires, the Palisade fires.
Oh, you were? Okay,
yes. I thought I was changing my life, moving to the good side of town. I was finally to be a Republican. No, I wasn't. I wasn't. Hold on, I was on my way. And I rented an ADU right by, God, it was so beautiful, right by the Palisades school. And I was 2 weeks in that place, just morphing my mind into being wealthy or whatever, taking in the neighborhood.
You're taking it.
The fire happened. I'm like, God, why? Why do you want me to be poor?
So where are you staying now?
I am staying in a room. I rented a room with my dog, which is not ideal, but I'm just saying that to say that they've offered me help, and it's been harder because I was only there for 2 weeks, so I don't have utility bills and stuff. So they're very careful before the government gives you money. They're careful, even though I was affected, and they have helped me, but since then I haven't been okay since January.
The structure you were in actually burned down.
Nothing there, gone.
Okay, and so they gave you money to rent a room, or
yes, they pay my 3 months of rent for a room, which is not bad, but it's because I can't provide the utility bill because I was renting an ADU, which is a guest house.
I mean, that's still nothing, just to lose everything or have to move everything.
Yeah, but that's what happens.
Move your stuff out of there before it all burned up?
Yes, luckily, yes. God. But I'm only saying that to say that if you don't own a house, you have nothing. And I hate going through this in my 30s. I feel so humiliated.
Have you ever been to South Korea?
No.
Okay. What I'm saying is, it's a very small place.
Yeah.
And there's 44 some odd million people that live there.
Oh, really?
We need to, you 3D print a house. You could 3D print a skyscraper.
What is that? That's new. They're 3D printing everything.
There's no reason for real estate to cost what it does.
Yeah.
And so we need to start investing as a country in 3D printing these bigger, skyscrapers and apartment complexes and condos, and sort of turn LA into a little Tokyo. You're gonna, okay, we're gonna fill her in a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. It's probably gonna be cheaper to use public transportation and train systems and everything else, but at the end of the day, you're right. It's between the red tape of making sure that your structure isn't flammable and have it, given more licenses for more high rises, because there's stupid hippies out here like, I don't want high rises, man. It'll screw up LA, man. It's it's like everybody wants a single family home. It's like, how many million fucking people live in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
It's like we need to start investing in skyscrapers. We need high rises, and we need to start bringing in private industry that, dare I say, the Trump constructions of the world. All right, bring them in.
Do you think that's what they're gonna do in the empty spaces? Because a lot of people say the government burned that, they started the fire just to get that.
Commie government wanted more low-income housing so they'd have more commies.
Oh, my God. Okay.
They burned the rich people's houses down so they'd move to Texas and say, fuck this place. And then low-income housing.
Yeah. Yes.
Passing out the heroin needles, keeping people homeless and fucked up, right? And the commies, Gavin Newsom, and then, this fucking bitch mayor.
Yeah.
She's literally just destroying this entire country. And I meant what I said, okay? There's no way you can, I don't mind levels of socialism, some levels, but it should be based on, the taxes we're bringing in. We need to focus on bringing back the wealthy here. Now, California Secret Service, if you paid more than $5 million in a single year in taxes or $25 million in a lifetime, you would get a limo and 2 agents so that nobody could fucking bother you when you go out to dinner. Like the Taylor Swift of the world.
That's a whole other story. Like, once you have money, it's a whole other problem.
But okay, imagine, though, those people stayed Californian and paid taxes. We would have teacher raises.
Yeah.
We would have fire departments that were properly funded. When we have an $8 billion deficit over, some of it, unlawful immigrant health care, then you have ICE overreacting like you're dealing with.
Yeah.
And, it becomes this... I don't think it's a color thing. Having said that, I am fluorescently white. And so they're probably not out there trying to round up British Americans.
Yeah, they're not going to stop you.
And, if you got a Star of David on, unless you're at a college campus, nobody gives a shit. Everybody's pretty cool to you in L.A. And so I can't feel how you feel. I definitely want to see ICE with body cams. I want to see people getting fair trials. Like, there's no way you should be able to operate without a body cam as law enforcement in this country, effing period.
So where is that coming from? It's getting like the army. Like, they're just showing up in groups and scary.
Because they're dealing with cartel.
Yeah.
And they're trying to make it nonviolent. And they've now had one major shootout.
Yeah.
Whereas, you go in there under strength and, these cartel guys think they can shoot it out and escape. Yeah. When they're like surrounded and overwhelmed, it's like, fuck it, they'll surrender, and then no one has to die. Yeah. You're not shooting through an apartment and killing some innocent baby or, doing some crazy stuff. I think...
Have you ever tried where...
The overreaction is to save people and save property.
Have you tried, like we're talking about this, and you could maybe play a clip of the thing, and then we talk about it? Have you ever done that in one of the episodes?
Well, we were supposed to have a monitor here and to be able to do that, but let's
like in the future.
What?
Also, the lighting. Do you see us, or like in the lighting is good?
The lighting. Oh yeah, I.
It's fine.
I like the lighting just fine.
Okay.
But we do have lights for the next shoot.
I like that you go right into it. You're like, it's like a freaking firecracker. You're ready. You're like, commies. And you hate Bernie Sanders? What kind of Jew are you?
Commie.
What?
You see, I'm a non-racist Jew. That's what it is. I love America. You understand? I love America. I love NATO. I love Dallas Cowboys. All right? And I love everything about Los Angeles. I'm literally, if the Dallas Cowboys aren't playing the Chargers or the Rams, I'll root for both of them. This city loves me, man, and I love it back. I like the Trojans. They're not the Texans, but I love them. It's y'all would need a better coach.
And you grew up in Texas.
Deion Sanders, yes.
And
so I'm always going to be a homer.
Yeah.
At the same time, now that I'm in LA, this city has just adopted me, and you just can't be that dick. It's like rooting against the home team. Yeah. That's why people hate these. And it's a lot of these
people hate LA. The country hates LA. They hate us.
No,
they hate us.
Everybody loves LA.
What?
They just haven't been here yet. They're on that haterade. They're jelly. They're peanut butter and jelly. They're not living here next to the beach.
Yeah, that's
smiling
true.
And shit. All right, playing fucking volleyball and shit in February. It was like, what? How cold is it there? In Fargo.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, nobody gives.
Fargo.
Poor people. Like,
where is Fargo? I've never even heard of that.
Fargo is like, what,
Jesus.
Michigan, I think.
The South?
Or Fargo, North Dakota.
Whenever someone tells me they're from the South, I immediately ask them, like, do they, like, have slaves there? Like, I still feel like...
they don't have fucking slaves there. What are you talking? They still have slaves in Haiti.
Because,
they still have slaves.
They're bringing it. Okay, the ICE Chicago thing. That's what they're saying. That they're doing that to get slaves back. That's what they're.
Why would you want a slave? Why? Okay, slave literally.
Because white people want it.
Let's go back to the
Oh
cotton
God.
Let's say hypothetical. You bought a person. Now you still have to house them. You still have to motivate them to work somehow.
Especially these new ones.
It's like, I don't like being owned. It's like, okay, and you're not going to pay me, so why the fuck should I work? You can't beat somebody to make them work.
You can if you take their rights away, which is what's...
What you do is you pay them a non-livable wage, and then they have to work themselves to death to pay rent, which is what commies do.
Dude,
Republicans need to get on board with an $18 an hour minimum wage in the state, and we need to cut the shit at a 12, 16 child minimum wage, where the state would match that in an education fund and or a fund where you got at 21 to buy a house. So essentially, it puts away savings for you. So you were making the $18 an hour as a kid, you only get 12, 16 of it from the employer, and the state matches you because we want to see kids working, and that becomes part of your FAFSA and or a down payment to keep you from being homeless, because at the end of the day, we need to start helping young people, buy a
Look,
house.
it's a mental thing. I'm lucky that I'm smart, and I got like 15 or 12 years outside of the country before I learned the American way, which is yeah, sure, if you're white, but if you're yes, it is.
It's the greatest way.
You can't
regardless.
You cannot say because you're not brown. You can't say it.
Shit is brown. You got to remarket this as bronze. You
Bronze,
this
yeah,
bronze
that's
Americans.
true. That's true. That's true.
You
Bronze
understand?
Americans.
Bronze Americans.
Right.
Remarket it.
What I'm saying is, it's mental, because as soon as you're little, it's like the treatment. Like, you can't expand. You can't.
I've always been little.
No, shut up. Like, you can't be. I don't know how to explain it to you because you've never had that. It's like
What do you mean I've never had that? You assume that white people got so good. White males are like the most fucked people on the planet.
Oh,
we can't get a scholarship for any reason.
Don't,
we can't get,
please,
affirmative action doesn't help us at all.
Oh,
affirmative action hurts us every which way, and then we wind up arguing with like our equals when it's the guys up there that are fucking us.
That's true.
It's like, we need to cut some red tape. We need to create more jobs. We need to stop running out the wealthy, because they create all the opportunities in the state. These commies.
Look, I will get deeper into this, but I'm just saying, when you see a bronze kid, let's say bronze, and a white kid, you can see their freedom in their eyes. Like, they're more likely to touch stuff. They're more likely to be like you, like bossy. It's true.
Bossy? Are you serious?
It's true. You're trained since you're little to be like a pet, like a high grade pet. Dude, I'm telling you. And they even got me.
That way? Because white
The
people,
system.
The system did what?
Brainwashes you into believing you're a subhuman until you're 30 and you realize, wait a minute, I'm the shit. And then it's too late because you're old now.
Okay, so the schools did that or what?
Yes, and you going outside, everything, you don't see it because it doesn't happen to you. But even that thing, the getting stopped in a car, you will never get stopped in a car for no reason.
Oh, that's crap. Cops stop you all the time. Seatbelt. They just want to write a ticket.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get handcuffed and like abused.
So let's fix that problem.
Please.
Running for governor, I would have a vast expansion of ticket cameras. So essentially, I would increase the speed limit damn near 10 miles an hour practically everywhere, and I would just send you a ticket through a camera. Now you don't have so many cops. You don't have so many stops. You don't have, in the middle of the night, somebody gets shot for no reason because you got tinted windows and you're smoking weed and it looked like you went for a gun. You're gonna keep from a lot more arrests.
Yeah.
You're gonna keep a lot of racial profiling down. Because now the cop can't stop you for a speeding violation.
Yes.
You have to be doing something reckless on his body cam. A speeding violation gets caught by the camera, and so you reduce traffic stops by 70%, and you reduce deaths at traffic stops by damn near 100%, because.
Look, and I know you're not, which is why I'm sitting next to you, but just because you're not a racist person, you have to understand that America is a racist place.
It is not.
Oh my God, you shoot me. Shoot me right now.
On the earth.
Are you insane?
Against minorities?
Dude, the bear rider, the guy that rode for the bear, got handcuffed because some white lady on the train said he was sitting improperly. And he's not sitting properly, move him. Because old lady that was 100 years old, she still remember having slaves.
Okay. Could a white person run for president of Dominican Republic and win?
They already have. It's racist over there too. They love white people. Yes, they will rape you there. Okay, that's too much.
There's a white president of Dominican.
Not white, but like lighter, like your skin color, but he's Dominican. He's white, but you know what I mean? He speaks Spanish, obviously. He's not an American. But he's white. They love Spaniards.
Okay.
Columbus.
Spaniards.
Hello, you know history.
Columbus was a fucking scumbag.
Yes, but they worship that guy there because he like created like all the statues and shit. So like, it's bad, dude.
All I'm saying is in this country, it doesn't matter what color you are.
No?
You can run for president. You can run for whatever.
God.
And you
That's
can't
a lot. You hate Obama. You hate Obama just because he's black.
No, I don't. I can't
Tell
say
the
because of
truth.
his policies. I can't. I don't
Tell
like
one
any of them.
policy that you're like, I cannot believe he did
I don't
that.
think he's as bad. I don't think he's as bad as the current Democrats. I think he is literally reasonable compared to Biden, compared to Kamala Harris. Oh my God, I missed Barack Obama so fucking much because at least he was a competent piece of shit. I hated his policies, but he was not stupid.
Right.
Joe Biden was literally like every other country looked at him and said, we can do whatever the fuck we want. Like, Russia invaded the Ukraine. They wouldn't have pulled that shit under Obama because they were like, Obama's competent.
Is that black lady a Democrat, the mayor of LA?
Yeah,
she's still doing it? I thought she got fired. She's still the mayor?
She's still mayor.
Because she messed up. Remember when the fires happened? I think she was like...
commies.
Okay, not everybody's a freaking commie. That's such a funny word. I feel like I'm in China.
I mean...
Commies.
It's commies, man. They literally... Communism does not work. Now, the Republicans have to be reasonable on, like, abortion. We have to be reasonable on stem cell research. We have to stop thinking that God is in, your heart. Like, God, man can't speak for God. Let's just call it that. Okay? Because if a Muslim came over here and tried to pass religious law, we would lose our fucking mind.
Yes.
But then we try to pass religious laws against women. Well, that baby has a soul. And so, like, you can't murder. It's like that baby is a parasite until it falls out of her. At the end of the day, she is keeping it alive. And if it is causing her a headache, if it is causing her a problem, if she has grown enough to say, I'm not ready to raise this kid, she can terminate that fucking pregnancy, and you cannot stand there and argue that that is a human life yet. You can't. And even if it was, it's still not a superior life to the mother.
They've gone as far as putting women in prison because they've gotten an abortion in the conservative side.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Not only do I agree that's crazy, but I would put that fucking fascist in a jail cell. It's like, at the end of the day, who the fuck are you to put a woman in this position where it's, okay, let's say I'm 17, let's say I'm 13, let's say I'm 15, let's say, God forbid, I got raped, right?
Yeah.
Now you have to have the kid, this little evil fucking thing that looks like, some Chucky motherfucker that raped you. He's half that and half you, right? And if you do a bad job, then you get charged with child abuse. If you don't do your job, you get charged with child abuse. What if the kid has colic and you're just trying to be a mom and you literally don't know how to be a mom? I don't know how to be a dad.
Yeah.
Because I've never been one. I mean, it's like...
Plus, it's our bodies for 9 months. Like, imagine if you were growing some shit for 9 months.
If something fucked with a man's testosterone, he would lose his mind. Meanwhile, a woman is more likely to market her body as far as, like, how she makes her money, whether it be in sales, pretty waitress makes better tips, pretty bartender makes better tips.
It's all looks. It's all about the looks. It's not a fair game.
Your body having a fucking gremlin, and it's like you don't have the right to have an abortion. What man has a right to tell a woman you have to let that parasite grow to maturity and then be good at raising it? Otherwise, it's child abuse.
Dude, I can talk about this for hours.
Madness.
Like,
that is madness.
It's the war on women because they're trying to like create like. Have you read this? That they're trying to create like robotic wombs now to have kids without the woman, and then I blame the trans women. They're just taking.
Okay.
They're taking our whole thing because they're men. They're still men that hate women.
There you go.
I'm sorry, cancel me.
On
my career's over now.
On the same team right there. Because trans males are becoming women.
They're men.
They're on some different shit. They want to play in. They want to push a little girl down and kick a little soccer ball and then like muscle her and act like testosterone isn't a steroid.
They hate us.
Would it be okay if we box? No, because I'm a guy and I'm on testosterone.
You're gonna kill me.
Because it's like, I produce testosterone, and so the idea that a man could physically engage a woman, that women are the fairer sex until you get divorced and then they become the unfair sex. But, or they want to win an argument for any reason, they become the unfair sex.
Right.
But like other than that, You are.
Look,
we're the bigger, stronger, faster sex. Unless you're an Eagles fan, and then
there's
you're a very large woman, people Walmart size. Have you ever been to an Eagles game?
I have not.
Oh my
No,
God.
it's
The
good.
Cheesesteak Chelsea sitting
Oh,
over there.
really?
She got both cheesesteaks, both beers. Starving Marvin's over there just trying to like survive.
That's so
I mean,
funny.
those are big girls.
Look, all I'm saying is
Fly,
that
Eagles fly, unless you're.
it's the war on women. I don't understand why men hate us so much if they can't fuck us. Why? If they can fuck us, we're the best. We're like the most beautiful flower in the world. But if you're a cute woman, smart, you have your shit together, and they can't touch you, that's it. She's evil. She's a bitch. And I know this because I live it every day. I'm not just saying these things. And I understand that. Well, I thought, you know how gay men are like, oh, you're supposed to be worshiping me because you're gay. No, wrong. They hate us too. It's like, you can't be gay and hate women.
I think you're on a cold streak right now. I'll be honest with you.
Oh,
You're just
really?
on a I hate men streak.
No, I don't hate men. I don't. I'm just telling you what I see.
What do you see?
What I'm not saying all men. I'm saying most gay men. I thought they were gonna be like my.
Like, okay, you're talking to a man who, by definition, would rather take it in the ass than buy you dinner. So why on earth do you think that this person likes you?
Because you're supposed to be. You can't take it in the ass and also hate women. That's too much pleasure. You're supposed to take one of the
That
two.
is why they're taking it in the ass. Like, I would rather take it in the ass and love women.
It's so fucked up.
Gay men are telling you.
And then they blame their
Women
moms.
are that unreasonable.
They're blamed like, oh, I'm gay because of my mom. That's insane. Your mom had nothing to do with it.
Oh,
like, she
yeah,
was a bitch.
The mom people. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a good relationship with my mom.
But you're not. You didn't take it in the ass because of it.
Yeah, I didn't give up on women just because I was, I fell
Right.
out of a fucked up womb.
Right.
Like, I just like me and my dad were like fucking bros.
Yeah.
Right? Like literally.
See, you had a father. That's good.
Well, no,
Most of these guys, no father.
I literally lived on base or with my dad's girlfriends my entire life.
That's nice.
Like it was awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right? I lost my virginity at like 11.
From one of his girlfriends?
No,
Aw,
no,
jeez.
but from a babysitter that he totally hooked up. That was like the sister
11?
of his girlfriend. That's the sister. Yeah, she was like 14, 15 or some shit. And like, it's like,
Yo, that's
he
be
was
pushing
literally-
him, man.
He was literally setting me up to win. I swear to fucking God.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
dad was the greatest. Because I would have never closed this by myself. There's no way.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to talk to him.
You were 11. You're
Yeah,
a virgin.
I Sonic the Hedgehog. I didn't know. I knew how to talk to Sonic. I
Oh
didn't know how
my
to talk to
God. How
fucking
was that? You were raped by a nanny?
It was awesome. It was maybe the greatest experience of my entire life.
Of course.
Not quite, but
Yeah.
it was up there.
Yeah.
It was up there.
Do you still
she was
remember?
literally- Yeah, she was literally the little sister of my dad's girlfriend. So,
Oh,
but like a kid
nice.
sister. So
Yeah.
she was, the girlfriend was like 29, and
Yeah.
this girl was 14, but they were technically brother and sister.
Yeah.
I mean,
They looked similar.
yeah, and there was a brother there that was like 19 or some shit.
Oh, nice.
So this like the mom had a kid at like 14 or 15, and that was his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then she met a guy in her mid 30s. She had like a family,
Yeah.
or whatever. And so
Man.
that was just.
Do you see yourself with a family? Because you have a lot of testosterone. Are you going to hit your kids?
I think definitely you should be children.
Oh, God. Here we
The
go.
boys anyway. Like
Yeah, I
Michael
agree.
Phelps.
I agree, yeah.
Little girl, you can't do anything.
You have to hit the boys, man.
The little girl is like seriously. Okay, so I was a stepdad-ish.
Oh,
right?
you
I
hit-
was fucking the mom, but
you
I wasn't
hit the
with
step kid?
No,
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, so what I did was the boy, I was hard on him and I taught him sports and stuff like that. But the girl, I literally went out and I bought a kitten named Mittens.
Nice.
Goddamn Mittens was you and you. And I handed her the cat, and she's like, okay. And I got her the pinky swear, and then after that, literally,
She
she
was
started
cool.
liking boys, and I just show her the video. This is here's the footage. You're grounded. There's no boy. Get up there with Mittens. Slut.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know the word now.
Okay, that's the... Okay,
Cheating
can I...
on Mittens? Are you serious? And you just guilt trip the child.
Why?
Guilt
Why
trip
you
the
do?
child.
My dad did that to me. That was bad. That was bad because I could have used my
Okay,
sexuality
I
for
didn't,
my
like,
on my
teach
favor.
her. I didn't teach her.
Yeah, because she wasn't your kid. But
the
if you
word
had
slut.
a
She already knew the word slut.
if you had a daughter, as soon as she turned 12, starts bleeding, you're gonna be like, you whore,
No.
you witch.
No.
That's what guys
At
do.
5, you hand them the kitten named Mittens, and they promise to go to medical school.
Yeah,
And never
right.
cheat on Mittens.
They're
And then
hormones.
there you go.
Yeah.
And then like if Mittens ever dies, you give her a calico kitten named Paws. Right? These are the only paws I want to see on you. right? Pinky swear. Now you got twice. Okay? And then you just guilt trip the child.
It's not gonna work. Because the hormones.
But like these, okay, this is your dad, and then you check out. Everything is mom question after that.
Yeah.
Boys, you have to teach boys stuff.
Yeah.
Girls, easy. Girls, that's a mom question.
What do you mean easy?
Whatever she says to you. I had a question about. That's a mom question. Exactly, just whatever it is.
See, they don't let us get knowledge. They don't let us upgrade our brains because they're just treating us like a piece of meat.
Daughter something.
Well, that's different.
You see what I'm saying?
But all dads do that. Well, my dad did it. He taught me how to speak English and shit.
Dad.
Yeah.
Actual biological dad.
Yeah.
When you're like stepdad or less.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, and then it's just that's a mom question.
Yeah.
Well, you should ask your real dad. Well,
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't know where my real dad is.
But
It's
if it was your daughter, like usually guys are weird about that. They're like, as soon as the daughter, that was my experience. As soon as I turned 11, 12, my dad was like, oh, you whore. But before that, we were like this. So it's like, it made me be like, oh, I'm a whore. Like, even when I have sex, I have to be drunk now. Like, it traumatized me. Like,
I don't know. My dad was awesome. I don't know. My dad was just on another level, so I can't really.
He was awesome till I was 10, and then he wasn't. And then when I needed him the most, it was over.
Way too easy on my sister, in my opinion. But
why do you think that?
because she's just a bitch, and she never.
You see?
That
You see that? That's what we deal
She talks
with.
shit about him.
Oh, that's yeah.
And,
Well,
and we say things like he's abusive. It's like, how did he abuse you? Well, he abandoned us. No, mom divorced him, and he left because the court said to. She took his house. How did he abandon you? You crazy bitch. Like, abuse means he raped you, he touched you.
Right.
You can't say that about a dead dad. If you were a boy, I would strangle you, bitch.
That's true.
But, it's just like everything's abuse now. Everything. Verbal abuse is abuse. So if you had an argument with your dad, that's abuse?
No, but you know what's abuse? I bought a trip for my father, a round trip, and booked all kinds of Vegas hotels to spend a nice vacation with my father. 2 days, 1 day before, cancel because he can't.
Well, that's financial abuse. That's I can.
Well, there's no love back. It's just like when it comes to the father-daughter relationship, if it's not good, it's always like.
So you have daddy issues.
I have all kinds of issues. I have a lot of mommy issues too. Like I'm all fucked up. Yeah, but I stopped talking to him after that. I was like, oh, you think I'm gonna be a side chick to this relationship? It's over.
This is why you need the Republican Party. We can fix it.
Yeah, of course.
We can introduce you to a decent guy that makes good money.
Great.
Right, and has his shit together.
Right.
Right. For a man, he's got his stuff together. Right.
Why are you talking like Trump now? What's you're transforming?
Look at the Republican guy. Okay, the Republican guy buys dinner. The Democrat guy is like the guy from Two Princes. If you wanna buy me flowers, just go. Like, who the fuck buys you flowers, nerd? You with your fucking hacky sack. You get the corporation, man. It's a problem. It's corporations. We need to cooperate and fuck around and just everybody will hand us stuff. Get on food stamps and disability and go protest. And just bring down the system, man. It's like that guy's always going to have like $4 in his pocket, and 3 of it's going to be for weed for himself.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to get one of those crappy little, like non-infused dirt weed joints and pass it off as like.
Ew, those are the worst.
Right.
Like, why would you smoke that? Yeah, they do that.
Because he's a Democrat. He can't afford anything else.
And it smells terrible. It doesn't even smell like weed.
That's why we got to have this party save you. Okay, you were complaining about all the problems that Democrats create. We're going to bring you into the Republican Party. We're going to fix the Republican Party because we need you too. We need your ideas.
So there's no good.
There's no in the party.
Right.
We need. We don't mind you bitching at us.
Right.
Like, okay, sometimes we need to hear it so we can fix ourselves. The problem with Trump, he is making America great again. The problem is no one is strong enough around him to tell him that his perspective is not always the perfect perspective. He's sort of like Roger Sterling. Have you ever watched Mad Men?
Yeah.
So he's trying to build that America.
From 1955.
That's where he was from. Like,
Yeah.
This is when America was great. when Mad Men was on TV, but I
So
was actually there,
crazy.
and so we're gonna rebuild it. It's gonna be great. People are gonna have Studebakers. It's gonna be amazing, right?
He said, like, you know how Bad Bunny's
We're gonna
doing
bring Buick back.
the Super Bowl? He said Bad Bunny's a Puerto Rican from Mexico City. I was like, no way.
he
He did.
didn't.
Yes,
Did he
look it
really
up.
say that?
He said that. I was like, you can't
How
be
can
that
you
dumb. Like, you
Be
can't
from
say
Mexico
that.
City.
Yes, he said that. Because you know how everybody, like,
There's
the
no way.
MAGA is, like, against Bad Bunny playing the Super Bowl.
I don't like Bad Bunny. I would have Becky G play, or if you were going to go that route.
Yeah.
Okay, you like bring in an actual woman, bring in the empowerment, and I think she's a better act.
She's
Way
not
better.
that famous. She's like,
No, fuck, she's not.
she's
She is
not. She's
literally
not even
Latin
that
American
good.
Taylor Swift.
what?
Bullshit.
She is not
She's
Taylor.
been
Are you
crushing
insane?
it.
You're talking
She's
about
been
Karol
crushing
G?
it. She.
Karol G is big. Becky
Karol
G
G's
is
more
like
raunchy, though.
like a feature
What I'm saying
person.
is,
What? How is she raunchy? She's
Okay,
like Disney.
no, Karol G.
No, with
Okay,
the.
Becky-
Are we
okay,
talking
maybe
about
I'm-
the same?
We might not be.
Yeah.
My understanding was Karol G is a little bit more.
Like sexy?
Yeah.
Becky
and
G.
Becky G's been doing it since she was like a Disney Channel kid.
Can't believe you even
And
know
so-
about Becky G. No one even knows her. She's not even famous. Don't cancel me, okay?
I just
But she's
think
making a lot of money,
But,
like-
but she's like done some family oriented shit. And
Yeah.
she's not hated by anybody else. And you're trying to bring in the Latin American crowd to real football, American football. I mean, there you go. And you're trying to bring in the women. And so, like, she checks all the boxes, no controversy. Instead, you bring in somebody who's controversial, and it's like, what fans are you bringing to the Super Bowl?
But why is it
Bad
controversial?
Bunny's fans are going to watch the Super Bowl? No, they're fucking not. Or they already were. They're already dudes that were watching the fucking game in the first place.
Right.
It's not like they're only soccer fans or something. Everybody watches the Super Bowl. You want to bring in women. You want to bring in a Latin American crowd that's usually not in, maybe even into sports, and just have them experience the Super Bowl as an event.
The
Right?
thing,
Like watching the Olympics. I don't like every sport, but I watch the Olympics.
right. The thing is that they say you always have to, like, the way MAGA is making it seem is that they won't always want the same thing. Like, they want country music all the time, like the same
Oh,
old white
right.
America. Like,
Oh, white America. Look,
it's boring.
What
You
is
need
wrong?
sauce. You need spice.
I didn't say you didn't.
You
But,
need
like,
to
look at the last artist. Okay, you had J-Lo and
Shakira. Yeah.
Okay, so that's not
That's
white-ass country.
that's enough. Yeah.
Find me the last white-ass country person to play the Super Bowl.
That's true.
Okay, there you go.
That's
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But that's what they
the things
want,
that
though.
are
That's what-
said
that's what they-
about, you know,
That's
okay,
what they want.
well,
That's what
it's
they're
been
complaining.
20 years since the Dallas, or 31 years since the Dallas Cowboys won the Super Bowl, and I can't even remember the last country music artist. Why not have Kenny Chesney up there? I'm
it.
He's going to bring in the fans.
Oh,
I-
sure. But
Kenny Chesney, get out.
it's
Get
all
back,
about.
Iguana. But at the same time, those are fans we probably already have. You're bringing in the NASCAR vote.
Right.
You're not exactly expanding the brand,
Right.
but you are catering to the people who are watching the Super Bowl.
Right.
American men.
Right.
I mean,
This is true, but the numbers talk, and you know
and last year was the lowest rated Super Bowl ever because honestly, it was the Eagles versus the Chiefs, and everybody
Yeah.
wanted to see both teams lose.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I was hoping a meteor would hit the stadium and kill both teams.
That's so funny.
I mean, not really. I don't want them to die. You know what I'm saying? Because like the Kansas City shooting, that was really tragic. You know, and if
Yeah.
some kind of crazy shit, you know, act of violence happened, you know, with the Patriots and the duck boat, or you know, next year with something that I'm not advocating violence in any way. That was just a joke. But you know, a meteor is not really violence. Okay, that's God hitting you. Okay. And
Yeah.
So now you know you could just be mad at God.
I think, yeah, man, the times
And
that I've
me
been
for
mad
praying
at
for it,
God.
But like, we
Do you
wouldn't have
believe-
had to see the Eagles win a Super Bowl, and we wouldn't have to watch the Chiefs in another one.
Do you believe in God because you're Jewish?
I believe that we were created,
Right.
and that a higher form of life created us, and that man doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about when it comes to God.
Right.
Okay, man cannot speak for God. You know,
Yeah. The Bible was written by a man.
Not only that,
Yeah.
I mean, several men and it was translated like 30 times, and it's always piss poorly translated. I mean, try to translate French to English, or try to translate Spanish to English. It doesn't translate perfectly. Now try to transfer ancient Hebrew
Yeah.
to ancient Greek
Yeah.
to ancient Latin, to
Yeah.
to whatever the Gallic people spoke, which is France now,
Yeah.
to whatever people in Great Britain spoke back then, when you got to the island, and then they learned English, which is sort of like, we don't like Latin at that level, so we're just going to invent our language.
Right.
But it's still Latin based, just like all the Romance languages are sort of Latin based.
Right.
And then, then they invented their own Bible, like King James Version. It's like, so why do you think this is God's version?
Yeah.
It literally had the editor's name on the side of it.
Also,
so why do people worship this magic book? I don't understand.
Religion is dangerous because yesterday I saw a picture of this literally like a 10-year-old girl, or 11, couldn't be more than 11, pregnant with this old dude in like Iran or Iraq, one of those countries.
Yeah.
It was so messed up.
Islam.
It's disgusting.
Islam.
What? Like, how are you sleeping?
Who's on their side? Commies, Democrats. I'm just saying.
Oh,
you
great.
are on the wrong side.
Oh,
here.
Democrats are now fucking 11-year-olds?
Come fix us.
Yeah.
Come help us get Roe v. Wade back.
Yeah.
Come help us have a Social Security life insurance policy so that we can keep our promises when it comes to Social Security. Come help us fix Medicare and Medicaid. Ladies, come to the Republican Party and help us unfuck ourselves. Because Trump will, die eventually. He's 77 years old, unfortunately. Stay alive as long as you can.
Yeah, he's going to live forever, man.
God save the Trump.
He's going to live forever.
God save the Donald.
He doesn't drink or smoke. He's going to be here forever.
He's not going to be here forever, okay?
He's the same age as Biden?
Unfortunately.
He's the same age as Biden, but he looks so much stronger.
Yeah, because he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't fucking call. He golfs a lot, okay, which you say what you want about golfing.
It's a sport. I've golfed, believe it or not.
Athleticism for an old man.
Yeah, it's a lot, yeah.
And it's, it's like, I just turned 40, and it was a wake-up call. That's why I'm getting back in shape, because I was just
How do you feel? Because I'm like, oh, man, it's rough getting older.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah.
I used to be able to just lift whatever I wanted, do whatever I wanted. Now I really have to work at dieting and doing all this other crap.
How do you manage the energy? Do you take naps, or are you a nap person?
I don't really sleep that much.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be
You
honest with you.
just jacked on fucking...
I'm almost an insomniac. And
How do you... Oh, because you drink all those Red Bulls or something.
I drink those to literally wake up because I don't sleep that well. It's a long
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
I've tried Ambien. I've tried natural sleep. I've tried...
Have you tried, and don't shoot me, meditation?
Yeah, I've tried meditation.
Yeah, it doesn't work?
I've tried hypnotism.
Oh, God,
Nothing works. I think I just don't sleep very well.
Yeah.
And it's, it's not war stuff or any of that crap. It's just,
That sucks,
I literally
man.
only slept like 5 hours a night when I was a kid. And I sleep like 3
You know
4
where
hours
that's
a night
coming
now.
from, right? It's your mom, unfortunately. Everything goes back to... Yeah.
No.
It's because... It's true. When your mom doesn't love you properly, you're all like, you can't even sleep because you like the womb and like the warmth. Like, you know how like the babies are put
I
on your
just sleep better
chest?
when I'm in a relationship.
Yeah, like because you get in
like,
love.
Well, that and it's
fucked
like,
up, man.
If you move and she wakes up, she will literally elbow you in your teeth.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
fuck with Princess's beauty.
Yeah,
sleep.
yeah.
Okay, it's like, I don't care if you can't sleep. You just lay there silent.
Look, that's my favorite part of living is sleep. I don't know. I couldn't imagine like
Exactly,
doing
like-
4 hours a night. We need, okay,
And don't
everything
stop
that a
holding
woman
me.
needs is bad.
Like, it's not bad. I actually get more sleep. And so I'm complimenting the fact that when I'm in a relationship, due to fear, I don't move as much. And even
That's
when
funny.
I'm awake, I like to spend 8 hours in the bed and just, you know, or I'll try to coax her into like morning sex or something and then go make coffee.
Yeah.
You know, just like, whatever.
You know, I think those are the only relationships
Breakfast-
that work
breakfast- yeah,
is
breakfast
when
in bed
men
is-
are
is
afraid
worth
of
that.
women.
That's another
You
thing.
have to
will
be.
get more morning sex if you make breakfast.
What do you mean? Like the guy making breakfast?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for
Get
sure.
up, make coffee, make breakfast. She'll fuck you more.
We're not that complicated. We're
Women
not.
Women are not.
We're
that.
really not. It just
They
seems like
their
it.
way all the time. They like to be pampered. They don't like doors or opening them. They don't like checks or paying them. They don't like any
hold
of
on.
those things.
No, that's not true.
And
Hey,
they're peedy, and it takes them 4.5 hours to get ready, but it's worth it.
hold
it's
on.
like,
Hold
if you
on.
just acknowledge this about chicks, they will
Dude.
go back to being chicks.
Yes, that's true. Because you're talking about modern women.
But don't ever say you can't do something. So women don't want to make as much money as you. They want you to make enough money to pay for everything.
Right.
But They don't want to not have the ability, just
Right.
because you're a fuck up, not to go out and
Right.
earn an equal wage. See the difference? You
Yeah.
see the difference? They don't really want to work. What they want to do is be able to work if you're a letdown,
Okay.
because men always let them down.
No, it's not that we don't want to work. It's that we're not made for hard work like that.
Yeah, I know.
We're not. We're
You're
just
made
not. We're made for the home. And I hate
Yeah.
to say that because
Okay.
I left my country because of that reason. I didn't want to be. But the older I get, the more I realize I am not meant to work
Or
like a
sales.
man. And I'm not meant to be like always like you, like jacked up. Like I'm not. It doesn't. I can't do it. The
You're
stress
better
is gonna
nurturers,
kill me.
you're
You know.
better, you're better sales, and you're
And we're the backbone of a family.
Oh, yeah,
like
absolutely. Oh my god.
a guy could like.
I have to do my own laundry right now. It's literally
Sucks.
I cry every time I have to operate a laundry machine or a dishwasher.
Yeah.
I don't understand. It's like I just.
Yeah, it's not in you.
And I'll pick up my phone. It's like, I'm not going to call her back. I'm not going to call her back, but I'm not doing dishes. But I'm not going to call her back. But I have to.
And it's not like that you can't do it, but you can feel the pull that you're like because you're already doing this. Like if I was already doing, I can't do both. I can't be like the man outside and then the woman inside.
Yeah, well,
it can't happen.
Commies created this
That's-
beta male.
That's what they want.
No, commies have created this beta male.
God,
that
I hate
doesn't
them.
That doesn't pay the check and thinks, well, women are equal. You can do anything. I can do blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm talking about? That's Democrats.
No, I know what you're talking about. That's not even Democrats. That's liberals. That's extreme Democrats. Like that's
what
so.
I'm saying.
And you know what?
There are no liberal Republicans.
You know what that leads to? Getting pegged. Okay, that's too much. But is this a PG-13? Pegged. Guys, that's a new thing. You go on a date with a guy, he's like, you want to peg me? No.
What is that?
Yeah.
Okay, spell this out.
Pegged.
Peg.
Pegged. We might have to
What does that
edit this out. When a man takes a huge dildo in his butt. Yeah. Welcome to the other side, America. LA, that's what's happening out there. That's why I'm single.
I don't even know what to say to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. This
so
is
you want a dildo and a woman.
and
there are
it
men
is
like this. They're Democrats, yes?
I went
They've
yes.
gotta be Democrats.
They're liberals.
The fuck outta
They're
here.
beyond.
There's no way that's
Yeah. And then when you say they're gay, they're like, how dare you call me gay? This guy, I was like, are you on drugs?
Good, man. That's pretty good.
Huge. I'm not talking like a little finger huge. I had the pleasure of catching a guy, actually getting a guy that I was.
So what does he want you for? Just like a beard or something, or like?
They want
Does he
you
not
to
want
fuck
to
them. Like they want you to be on top of them. Like you're the man, and they want to switch. That's what they call it. I want to switch tonight. I don't want to switch, bitch. Okay, we might have to edit this out.
Wow.
Yeah. See how you're traumatized? I was traumatized for a year. I shaved my head after this. I went all Britney. I looked like a lesbian for like 6 months. That's why my hair is short right now because I refused to grow it after I saw that. I was traumatized on a Sunday morning when the Lord's Day.
Like, what
I'm
attracted
sorry,
you
I
to
can't.
This guy? What attracted you to this guy? Like, I've got to hear this
He's
story from the beginning.
this.
How did this even happen? Did he ask you out? Like, I got to hear this shit.
Well, he's a comic. You know, I've always seen him in the comedy world. Where I thought he was funny and his mind was cool. You know, comedians are very smart people if you really talk to them. Besides the jokes.
Okay.
He looked like a manly man, like literally all American mixed. So, you know, he's confused. He doesn't know if it's black or white, but he's liberal, artsy, all good. That was cool. I was used to that. Then the more I get into I wasn't his girlfriend, but we started like seeing each other. And that's when the first time I found out about poly people. And that's already a red flag. You know the polys?
Okay, polyamorous means you
Yes.
have more than one partner. That's all
Yes.
it means. But
Yes.
Okay.
But hold on. I didn't know that that's like code for the pegging situation. I swear
Wow.
to God.
That- I don't think
this
it
is.
is.
Like, no, I swear to God. Look,
I
hold
was in
on.
a polyamorous situation.
Well, this
was
girl-
a girl that mostly liked girls, had like a trust issue.
Well,
with
no. This girl that was pegging, that I caught him getting pegged by, was also pegging 2 other comics. This bitch had 2 kids, would leave them at night with a little book bag full of dildo. It was traumatizing, dude. Like your face. That's how I
did you find these people.
I
and
don't
they're
know.
not the
I
norm?
don't know, dude.
Are they the norm?
They're not the norm. But then, you know what
How
happened?
old was this person?
Same age, 35, 36.
Okay,
like,
see, there you go. It's your generation.
look, Oh, please. You're like 4
generation
years.
was the last cool generation.
You're like right there.
Alexa.
It's the same.
Alexa, 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 play Fortunate Son. See this right here? This is my generation.
Fortunate Son by Creedence Clearwater Revival.
See, y'all need more y'all need more Cretans, right? Y'all need more Cretans in your life. You
That's
need
cool.
more man stuff. Right?
Yes.
You need more Republicanism. You need more NASCAR. All the shit that you used to bitch about, you now want it back.
You know what?
You
Yeah, this
you
is
want
cool.
it. You want
Yeah.
it back.
His
Ladies,
transmission.
remember when we told you you gonna miss us when we're gone, right? We're such slobs. We don't ever do our own business.
Dude, his transmission was gone for like 8 months. He wouldn't fix it. I was like,
He
why?
couldn't fix his
Because he was
own
too
car.
busy getting pegged. Yeah. We're going to have to edit that out because that's
No,
not a PG.
we're not.
That's not. Hey, that's
I love
dirty.
it.
That's a dirty subject.
Alexa, Alexa. God damn it. See, she don't listen to me neither. Alexa, volume 5.
Look, I'm only telling you this after a year that happened last August, and it broke me. It broke me inside. You know why? I'm Dominican, dude. I'm old school. I used to believe in the Prince Charming. It messed me up.
The thing is,
It
you
messed
are
me up,
socially
man.
conservative and yet a Democrat.
I know.
What
I
are
know.
we doing, and what can we do to get
It's
you back
because
to the
I
party?
see all that I see from conservatives are them attacking black people, and I feel like
that's such
it's
bullshit.
true.
That's bullshit.
It's the truth.
It's just not okay.
You can't say that. Go out tomorrow in blackface. Okay, that's too much.
Why would I go out in blackface? That would
You
be
can
attacking
prove a
black
point.
people.
No,
You're
prove-
telling me to attack black people
That's-
to set me up, commie.
Honestly,
And
that's
so
a good
what it
idea.
is.
That's a good idea to go incognito. I'll record you and be like,
You're
so you see
something.
the treatment that you get. It's different. It's different, dude. Please, you know it's different.
You know,
It's
no,
true.
Put on a suit. Go out there and Tim Scott it up. Go out there and Wesley Hunt it up. Okay?
That's true.
You know, if you put on a suit and you don't, shaped up and you're not like, growing a fucking Kendrick Lamar beard and like, just wearing a fucking
What is
jersey to fucking interview. Man, I don't know how I didn't get the job, bro. It's like you smell like weed.
Yeah, that's true.
You got a fucking Kendrick beard.
This
you
is
brushed
true.
your goddamn hair, and it's like, oh, they're racist. It's like, no, motherfucker. If a white guy goes in there with unbrushed hair and like a fucking, scraggly fucking beard like he's some kind of commie with a hacky sack, he's not getting that fucking job either, bro.
I would like a middle ground, where you're able to wear
No,
the
you don't.
suit.
You want a man's man. You're so full of shit. You don't
Well,
want a
no,
middle
hold
ground.
on.
You don't want a middle ground.
I want a men's
No, you
man,
don't.
but you have to be. Can you feel stuff without getting pegged? I mean, do you have to have something in your butt to be
That is
sensitive?
not a man's man. Where did you get this?
Go on
How
Google.
warped are you?
Dude, if you go on Google, I went on a
I'm
rabbit
not
hole.
going on Google and looking for a dildo in an asshole of a man. This is not happening.
Dude, you know
This
what's
is commie
happening?
bullshit.
You know the
Commie
apps?
Bullshit.
The apps, they're going on apps and doing like the first night, the first date, getting pegged and then ghosting the girl. And then the girl's left traumatized. Like, I just
By a
pegged you.
commie Democrat, LGBT confused dude. That is
I was traumatized,
okay,
dude.
and I'm just saying, you were
fucked up.
traumatized by another Democrat.
Oh, but hold on. I dated a
You're
Republican
opposite
once.
attract.
I
Okay.
dated a
Tell me about
Republican.
this.
Oh,
Once.
man. A scientist for like the Army, Air Force. He
That's
reminded
not
me
a
of you.
Republican.
No, he
That's
was.
The Air Force?
What?
The Air Force.
What is
A
that?
scientist for the Air Force. So, like, what did this fucking dude do?
He was, oh God, I think he was picking my brain to create some sort of AI thing, but I found that later.
Oh, so he's a nerd. He's a nerd.
He's conservative. He was
He's
all
not
American.
conservative.
He was
He's
an
a
all
nerd.
American dude. He used to go shooting and stuff. He was
Well,
all
he was in
American.
the military. Go shooting and stuff. I'm like,
You know what I mean? He
Wow.
wasn't a.
because he's in the Air Force, he's probably never actually fired a firearm. He didn't have to like pay to go to a range because in the Air Force you don't even need to operate a firearm.
My point is he was a man's man, and
in
I
the Air Force.
what's wrong with the Air Force? Isn't that like a American thing? Like that's a good thing, no? They have
It is
like
the
what? It's bad?
no, I'm just saying it's like the softest branch in the service, like Charmin
on.
extra soft. Come on, Even the Coast Guard is harder because at least they have drug interdiction guys and guys that like jump into hurricanes and pull dumbasses.
But the Air Force is not the guys that shoot on the planes?
No, they are dudes that sit in chairs and play StarCraft. Okay, like they're just nerds.
This
They
guy
run
was definitely,
drones. They were just, just.
Well, my point is, he
Air Force.
was a man's man.
Was he a fighter pilot?
I don't think so.
No, and the Air Force don't even engage anybody because they're not naval pilots, so they're like so far behind.
He used to go to the thing most days, whatever they go to.
The bombers actually drop bombs once in a while, but like, what is that? He's like, I'm flying so high they can't touch me. They don't even know I'm here. Boom, and then fly back. I was like, how's that badass?
Look, the point is that I did this because I thought I wanted a man's man, and I put my guard down, right? And once I did that, then the evil came out.
Pause.
What?
You didn't get a man's man. You were dating a guy in the Air Force who was a nerd.
He was a manly man. He had a Tesla. Is that
what the fuck did you just say? He was a man's man. He had a Tesla.
You know what I mean for
That's
a nerd?
like saying he's a man's man. He had a Prius. It's like
he's a tech dude. Come on.
He's a tech dude. So he's a dork. Right, in my generation, we called them dorks. Did he at least make good money? No, he was in the Air Force, so he was a dork that didn't make good money. You did not pick good man. You did not pick man's man. You have wrongly identified Republican and man's man. So you hate all Republicans because this douchebag in the Air Force?
Yeah. Because he love bombed me. That's all he was doing, love bombing me. And I hate...
What's love bombing?
Oh, God. You know exactly what that is.
I am old. I don't know what this means.
That's
and
when
our viewers don't. What is love bombing?
That's when you meet a guy in the first 2 weeks, he's like showering you with gifts and compliments and attention. And then he takes it back out of nowhere. And you're like, where's that guy? And he's like, oh, this is the real me, bitch. After you're hooked. Fuck you guys. Okay, that's too much. But you know what I mean. You've done that. You've done that.
Okay.
Just to get in the pants of the person.
Things get stale. And it's not reciprocated.
In 2 weeks?
And it's not reciprocated.
That's not what happened. I was definitely reciprocating.
Okay, but he's in the Air Force. He's not a man's man.
He was a bitch, yo.
There you go. Okay, so then stop.
It's a problem, dude. Like, how do you identify it early on? Like, what are the signs of a good man to you?
I don't hunt men.
No, but you are a man,
okay,
so what do you think?
So I hunted enemy combatants, but not like... I wasn't like trying to find a life partner. I was trying to help them meet their God.
Oh, great. Love bombing at its best, and he doesn't know what that is.
We were throwing actual bombs. We were painting up buildings and stuff. It's fun. Hey,
that's
that
crazy.
Counts, by the way. You know, like if you paint up a building, and the bomb kills like 70 fucks, that counts.
What's paint up a building? Like put paint?
No, you have a rifle. And a laser on that rifle. And so
that's crazy.
You identified that building so they don't hit other buildings.
Yeah. I would love to shoot one of those guns.
Because if you tell them what grid it's on or this and that, they could miss the building.
Yeah.
They usually have somebody paint the building up, which is like, okay, the one the laser is hitting is the one you hit with the fucking bomb, dumbass. Because you've got Air Force people who.
Here we go. Listen, all I'm saying is, raise your daughters well, please, so they don't go out and find these guys that are taking it in their butt or love bombing them, and then it's bad. It's just bad, and clearly I'm a catch. I mean, hello, and then I keep finding it's traumatizing.
I don't think you're not.
It's traumatizing.
You've been through the ringer.
Can you believe this guy taking it? Huge, 10 inches, dude.
That usually doesn't happen to the fourth floor. So, I don't know. When you lose the house and everything.
Yeah.
I lost a devil dog to my ex.
Oh,
she
really?
literally took my fucking pit bull.
That's fucked up.
It's like...
That's a man's heart right there.
Not only did I lose the house, but because the house was the residence of the dog, it would have destabilized the dog to come with me. And I'm like...
Yeah.
You're taking a devil dog away from a devil dog. What kind of god-awful... judge are you? But she had glitter on her tits, and she was all like, fucking women. But,
Jesus. And then I hate men. You see that?
The judge totally wanted to fuck her. I swear
oh
to
my
fucking
God.
God. That's
I
how
hate
y'all
that.
win.
That's terrible.
That's how y'all win divorces. I don't give a shit what it is. That is, you either pull the pity thing or you
Where
literally
I-
show up hot and the judge wants to fuck you.
Oh my God, that's a lie.
That is
If
not
hot bought stuff, I
So-
wouldn't be here.
So let me ask you this: if there's
You gotta be
wage
a
gap-
whore to like. You have to actually
If-
do stuff.
If there's a wage gap, then why do women have a higher percentage of home ownership than men?
Because we're smarter than you guys.
Because you're smarter and you get into the divorce.
Oh my God.
You get
Who
it all.
who made the laws for divorce? Men. You
Yeah,
guys created them.
Beta males who could not close real pussy. And so what they do is they get in between you and your pussy, and you get, she gets your house and they get laid. This is literally what is happening in family courts everywhere.
So to you, if you marry a girl and you divorce her, she should get nothing. Just the kids to fucking
No,
raise them.
No.
That's fucked up.
I didn't say that.
You said that. With
I
your
did
books,
not.
you're literally saying it.
I believe in a breadwinner mortgage. Whoever the fuck is paying the mortgage should not be deprived of that house. Having said that, if you have kids, it's if I capital only for you. What we would do is force whoever was a breadwinner to co-sign on a house in the same school district to effect the divorce. That way,
I think those, the gold digger ladies, they made it bad for everybody. Because a lot of these women, they marry these guys knowing that it's just to get stuff,
Well, and a lot of the Air Force guys that take it the ass get you thinking that that's what a guy's guy is. And
Dude,
so
that's what the new ones. The new ones are all about it. They're like, I'm fluid.
Well,
I'm a
maybe-
man and a woman.
Well, maybe
I'm
you should
both.
Stop with the new ones.
Yeah,
Maybe
clearly
you should
after
get a
that.
grown up.
Oh, I became I think I was more of a
The
liberal.
comic game is a pretty old game anyway. Like, I've been up there to open mics. How the hell did you find a young one?
No, I mean the young ones. I mean like the new ideologies these guys have. They're like, oh, the feminine energy and the masculine energy should be one. And like I can switch whenever I want. No, you cannot switch. I don't want to see you the next day having breakfast after you had a huge
Sorry.
dildo inside of you. Okay, I think that's enough.
Wow.
I think that's good.
We've got to get off of that.
Yeah,
but
we do.
maybe.
This is a different show.
It is.
Do you think Republicans? They're probably into
Honest to
that.
God,
Republicans are probably loving it.
I know you're going through it right now. I feel bad. I
Hold
mean,
on.
look, I'm on a sort of cold streak.
Yeah.
Sort of, because I'm picky. Because I'm just not.
No, dude,
putting up-
you hate women, dude.
I adore women.
Yeah, but
they've
you're-
all got kids. I don't want to raise your fucking kids. And when I try to raise your kid, somehow, some way, I'm doing it wrong.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's impossible. And I don't want to date a teenager. I'm
Yeah.
not Bill Belichick. I'm 40. So if you date somebody your age, or
Yeah.
around that, they have almost always got kids.
Right.
And so I've been kind of picky. Granted, you have been getting it worse. I give that. I've not.
It's
met a
because of
girl
the
that
fucking
weird.
arts,
I've
man.
not met a
That
girl
world
that
is.
weird.
It's weird,
Wow.
that world. I had no idea what I was getting myself into because I love the stage, but off stage, I hate it. I hate the people that I have to talk to. Hopefully, they won't see this. I just hate it. Like, they're too far out. Like, I'm Democrat, I'm a liberal, but I'm not gonna ever peg a man. I'm
Karaoke
sorry.
bars.
I'm not
That's
doing
where
it.
you need to go.
Which
if
one?
You're looking for a guy. Karaoke bar.
Oh, really? That's hilarious.
Well, listen, hear me out.
Yeah.
Okay. One, it's an icebreaker. Okay.
Yeah.
You can just if you think a guy's cute, right?
Yeah.
You can go up there and congratulate him or say that was a great song or blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And now you've started a conversation. He might buy you a drink, he might not, blah blah. But you can, as a girl, if you approach a guy,
Yeah.
it's sort of like a desperate move.
Yeah,
usually.
I don't like that.
But in a karaoke bar,
It's
you can
cool.
sort of hey, that was a great song, and then go
Yeah.
put your name up there and blah blah blah. And now there's an
I-
excuse to engage with people without
Yeah.
giving up your, hey, I'm here to meet. somebody.
Right, right, right.
You're not coming off that way. You're just coming off.
I'm weird because I am a very independent woman, but I like that old school stuff where the guy tries first. I don't want to be
Exactly.
trying. Like, it
Okay.
doesn't work,
I hear
you
what
know?
you're saying. Having said that, you come off a smidge stand up, and I'm trying to help you meet somebody.
Yeah. You're gonna be my wingman. We're gonna go
I
out there.
definitely-
We're
okay,
gonna go
look.
karaoke next
Karaoke?
podcast.
Karaoke, okay, and
I also have to feel like I never dated. Like, I have to date. Like, I've always think whenever
gym,
the guy.
gym.
The gym. That's a good
That's
place.
another good
yeah.
place to meet a guy.
Yeah.
Girl, you don't talk to a girl in the gym because she'll throw a fucking fit.
Oh, yeah.
Unless she's like fumbling around with the weights and obviously wants you to pick
Yeah.
up the fucking weights. and
So
help
where
her.
do you go meet girls? Like farmers markets?
I
Or-
do okay at karaoke. I don't really meet girls. Like I literally find somebody on Tinder, or I'll meet them at the shopping market, or I'll
Yeah.
like stay with somebody for like 3 or 4 years. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I haven't.
Cheese Tinder, huh? How is that? That's crazy.
sucks, man.
Yeah, that's
Tinder's
insane.
terrible.
Yeah.
I had Facebook dating. That
Yeah.
was okayish.
Oh, really?
Okayish.
Yeah.
Because at least, you know.
It's pretty Republican there.
No, it's not Republican.
It's Facebook. Come on.
Facebook is Republican.
Didn't they pay like a bunch of money to the campaign? That's a whole other.
Oh my God. Facebook was also like taking down anything that was against COVID. Facebook does whatever the goddamn
Yeah.
government tells it to do.
That's true.
And Mark is just trying to survive, man. We love you, Zuck. Right? She's a chick. She's
We'll
a chick.
close soon, but I just want to ask you, who is this guy? He looks evil. Looking
guy?
at me.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's Pete Heggie Hegseth. What are you talking about?
Oh, now he's the
Oh,
sweetest guy
I
on
love
earth.
Heggie. Are you serious?
Look at Heggie. That's
Heggie.
not his name.
He's
Heggie?
Hegseth.
Oh.
Peter Hegseth. And
His
he's a
eyes are like so.
Secretary of War.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, you can tell.
Yes, I love this
You
guy.
can tell. His guy's like, murder, shoot, shoot.
I want my job back. I want my job. But
I'm gonna have to read one of those books eventually by the time we
well,
finish
these are
this.
all businesses.
Yeah.
These are companies.
Oh, I
and
see.
These exist to help solve government problems.
Yeah.
Because I've only worked for the government my whole life. I've got my
Yeah.
pension now, and it's like having a private competition to any government anything will save the taxpayer money.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to do it more efficiently. And then you sort of become too big to fail. It's like you come in, it's like I can do it for 70% of what the government's doing it for.
Yeah.
And I'll hire vets so they don't become homeless and blow their fucking brains out and do all this other crap. And they don't become like Timothy McVeigh or something because they don't have
Yeah.
a job. You know, it's like I'll prevent all of those problems,
Yeah.
and you'll spend less at the VA. Loan me some money. Don't give me a grant. Loan me some money. And the government's like, huh? They can't wait to do stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody wants a grant now. Everybody wants a handout. Everybody wants this and that. It's like you find a way to solve a problem for the government, which is what the American
These
Foreign
guys
Legion
are-
Incorporated does. It's what the Freedom Coalition of Independent Reformers does. The Justice Corps Incorporated, HALCO, the only name you need to know, military-industrial complexes. The
This
International
is-
Brotherhood of American War Veterans is a union for vets, and it would have an element to where it would be for ex-cons too, and that would help with the illegal immigration thing. Essentially, we're going to go to Kuwait and Iraq and get our fucking oil with a bunch of people who don't have a job now,
Yeah.
ex-military, and maybe illegal immigrants that shouldn't be here, but it's like, I don't need you driving down wages on our oil rigs. We're going to go to
Right.
these other oil rigs. We're going to get our oil like we should have done the first time and be done with other countries taking advantage of us. Like, I don't mind helping Ukraine, but they're going to pay us.
Yeah.
It's like, if it was me, just take Crimea.
Yeah.
It's like Russia, stop shooting, or we're taking Crimea,
Yeah.
and we're going to let the Ukraine have the rest of it back, and I'll see you in Moscow, motherfucker. But like
This is really helpful because
from Crimea away, I could literally keep the whole effing Cold War from happening again.
right.
Like, Crimea is a perfect place militarily, and like they couldn't hold it.
Like my last question, are you actively doing something every day to become a governor? Remember how you said you wanted
Yeah.
that? What do you do every day? Like each day that puts
Well,
you
I mean,
closer to the besides maintaining your health.
This week, we interviewed a couple strategists.
Nice.
I've got the Secretary of State working on getting me the list or whatever. You got to have a certain amount of signatures, but like the day you start has to be a certain number of days away from whatever.
Yeah.
And so this process doesn't really start till April. That's why you haven't got nobody really doing anything
yeah.
yet. So, they're like, this is all next year. It's like, why do you care? And it's like, are you serious? Like,
Was the election happening in November? Is that just for like
This
electoral? Yeah.
I don't,
It's just like the little ones.
this November, it's going to be like a bunch of Well, the California commies are trying to redistrict and make sure that essentially they match Texas, and they make it impossible for a Republican to get elected here because there are more commies in California than there are Republicans.
We should next show. We should take a shot every time you say commies. It would have been like 40 shots already.
We can do shots.
We'll do it off. We don't want to influence the kids, you know. We'll do it off the.
Kids are watching. Children, go back to playing. This is the Borne Report. This is an adult show. We cuss a lot, and God only knows what's happening with her boyfriend.
I like this.
You don't need to hear it.
But I want that Disney check, so I'm never on camera smoking or drinking. I'm very conservative on camera,
no,
you know.
You
gotta keep it
until
PG.
You got a brand.
Yeah.
Me, on the other hand, I would like a job where I could smoke and drink.
Oh yeah, that's comedy.
work.
That's comedy
Right?
for
Like,
you.
just go out there and just be
Yeah.
hammered.
Guys do that
with a cigarette.
That's comedy, but
Oh.
I can't be intoxicated on stage. It's messed up. I become such a girl, and that's when I realize women are
Honestly,
not supposed
your
to.
act might get better.
No, trust me, dude.
Well, I'm gonna go see this act. I'm gonna go see
Because
this act.
men, look, my friends, they'll smoke a blonde, a white dude smoking a blonde, Jewish mostly, because it's comedy.
Yeah.
They'll smoke a blonde, go on stage, do 15 minutes like nothing. I could never, because our
We're
brains
a
work
repressed
differently.
People. We have it all inside. It's pent up. And we
That's
need
why you're funny, yeah.
We need something
Yeah.
to get it out of us.
Yeah.
Right?
Did you celebrate Yom Kippur? Did you celebrate that?
Yom Kippur. I mean, that's beautiful. But
Did you?
No,
You don't celebrate that.
I don't really do all the
Yeah.
holiday. I mean, I'm
a lot.
respectful of other Jews, but I don't have any family out here,
Yeah.
and so it's like,
You're not really.
I
doing
don't
that.
go to Passover because I
Yeah.
don't have a family. I don't have any of that. But I mean, I understand.
I
the
love.
customs I have
yeah.
to respect in other people's
Yeah.
houses, and if I'm ever invited over,
I love. It's not
I'm a
culture.
different Jew than I am now.
Yeah, it's a nice religion / culture. I know because I'm from New York and there's a lot of Jews
Yeah,
there.
we just mind our business. We're
Yeah.
not out there trying to recruit people.
Yeah, it's
Have you
cool.
seen Moses?
Yeah.
Would you like to buy a Zohar? Nobody's going to ever do that. Jews not going to be like, hey,
Yeah.
can I tell you about the magical mysticism, the amazingness of Judaism? We're
they
not
actually-
advertising.
yeah.
Like Christians and Muslims are like, come be part
Yeah.
of Scientologists. They're like, come be part of our group. We're just like, we would like to exist and not be thrown in camps,
Yeah.
and
They almost keep it
That's it.
secretive, actually. They
not
make it harder
secretive.
to get in there.
it's not hard to get in. Anybody
No?
can be a Jew. We just don't have like an
Anybody can be a
active recruiting campaign because
Yeah.
we sort of know that religion is bullshit.
Yeah.
It just is.
But they
In
know what
general.
they're doing. Like, it's a beautiful, like, the way they teach their kids, and like they keep it in, in the family. It's nice. They
mean-
own Beverly Hills at this point. It's beautiful. They're very orderly.
I mean,
That's
if you
nice.
have kids, you're supposed to leave them something. I
Yeah.
mean, that's just basic common sense.
And that's why they're good comedians, because their brains work like, very like, and you have to remember all that material.
Well, that and you wind up like if you're funny, then they don't put you in the camps.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be good at basketball. You're not gonna
Right,
be a very
right,
fast
right.
runner.
Right.
As a Jew, you understand, be likable,
Yeah.
or they will eliminate you.
Yeah,
And you learn this from a very young age.
yeah,
I'm dead serious. Like people hate us for like no reason.
yeah. Oh,
So
yeah, Kanye
become
West.
likable.
Yeah.
It's literally Judaism 101. I mean, I grew up in Texas.
Yeah.
Everybody was bigger than me. Those white people don't like Jews. I heard you murdered Jesus. It's like Jesus allegedly.
And
was
you're a
Jew.
white Jew. Imagine if you were like, Jesus Jew, like the
Yeah.
hair and the
like Manny
like
Pacquiao.
Israel. Yeah.
Yeah, he was he's Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Like he was colored sort of like that. I can't really remember. Like he was covered in so much dirt, he could have been anything. He never had a job. Jesus, I'll tell you a story about
Because Jesus
that.
never had a
He's
job. Wasn't he a
fucking
carpenter?
dude. No, he was literally fired before his first shift. Jesus was a fisher of men.
Yeah. Okay, let's
Just
not
like
talk
your-
shit about
just like
Jesus.
just like your boyfriend there with his.
Oh no!
dildo.
Hey, not on
He
Sunday,
was a
please.
fisher of men.
I used to be Catholic. All right, I can't.
You used to be, right? But you
Yeah.
rised up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I just alive. I meditate.
I've got some epic Jesus jokes. books.
Oh God, no, not today. We'll do it
No,
Thursday.
We'll do it Thursday.
Let's not get more bad luck on our side, you know?
Okay, so what's a solution that you would like to see, or what's a problem that you would like to see solved? And is there anything about the solutions that I've tried to come up with that you do like, or that you would like to see expanded?
I really do like the idea you have about paying kids and then saving their money until they're 18. I think that would have saved my life if I had some sort of something to back up on.
And then it is like it teaches kids. It's like a job. It's sort of like education. We spend $25,000 a year for high school. It doesn't teach them a damn thing. They're not going to work.
Yeah.
Make $100,000. Okay.
Yeah.
So, the state coming in and filling that 12, 16 and turning it into $18 an hour, putting that money in that account just helps them have a down payment for a house.
Yeah.
And encourages them to work. And then it takes the argument away from, the unlawful resident who's like, well, they're doing jobs that nobody else does. It's like, no, that's a MIG job. A kid used to do it. Like, It's not a job that Americans won't do. It's a job that's beneath an adult.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, I'm doing an old ladies show tomorrow at the living room. Why, I don't know. They just got to put us together because one of us is not enough.
the living room, where's that at?
The living room is this little like jazzy poetry place in downtown. It's cool. It's chill. Just putting it out there. Send me a clip. This is good. I wanna, when we finish, which will be like now, I wanna talk to you about like the future. Because if we bulletproof, point. Yeah. It'll be. Because you have a lot of women hate that I would like to unpack.
I do not have women hate. Okay, I think honestly you're just.
Hey, every time you're like, she was like glitter on her tits.
Out.
She was like, that bitch. Like, that's why she got the house. That's what you said.
That's not
Rewind.
me hating
Rewind.
women in general. That is me flat out getting props to a strategy that clearly worked and shitting on the male judge for diming me out, that beta male bastard.
Right.
I'm going to hang him for treason. But,
Right.
yeah, it's just, y'all have advantages and you know you do.
Yeah, but some of us are not able to use them because some of us wanted to use our brains, but that was a fucking wrong choice. I should have used my tits. That's what I should have used. Instead, I'm like struggling with my dog just because I have morals. It's not good. It's not good, ladies. And guys like those girls. They like bitches. They like women that treat them like crap. And you know it. You like to be treated like a dog. No, it's true.
It is not.
Yo, if you got these and you make them, it seems like I'm just like, you're nothing. You can really edit this into make me be like one of those women, like, why? You got a penis, that's why.
Exactly. Yeah.
No. Hey, no.
I mean,
that's good. That's good.
Honestly, politics has gotten us to this point where Democrats have essentially become the woman's party because of our intolerance with abortion. The man's party has become the Republicans because the Democrats are so commie and they're so pro-trans male, and we have daughters and we're just like, there's got to be fairness in sports. But you don't fuck with sports.
Yeah.
Okay? When you do that,
that's the beginning of the end.
yeah, you don't fuck with sports.
Yeah.
Not even girl sports.
Yeah.
Because they're like, a little daughter's out there, and she's got a little soccer ball, and it's her day. This
nice.
has to come out with her, come out of her shell and become the leader that you know she's going to be. And then some boy comes and pushes her down and kicks her fucking soccer ball. His name's Karen now. It used to be Kevin. Fuck that.
It's true, and women hold a grudge, man. We'll never forget.
Thank you.
We will not forget.
Thank you for the admission.
Why you traumatize us young and then it's over? That's what happens.
I don't even date him young. So I don't know how you're blaming me for some other guy.
I'm not. Hey.
And his bullshit.
I'm not.
And Dad and his issues with him. Right?
This was good, man. This is a good Sunday sesh.
This was a good
Sunday
sesh.
I don't know how you're gonna edit it, but
I
put it all up there.
Sarah puts it in the clips.
We'll talk about it off the camera.
But on our next episode, let's find a couple of political stories.
Let's talk about the Chicago thing.
Yeah, let's talk about the Chicago thing
And the next one.
What's a solution?
Yeah.
Because obviously you can't have 200 something murders.
Yeah.
300 something murders. You got to admit that those tactics are making the city safer. How do we do it in a more racially conscious? Because I think it's being done reasonably racially conscious. I think the news is just stirring up bullshit.
I just
But
feel like
how do we do it to where your community and my community feel like an American community?
just stop hating us. Just stop.
You're here. and
Yeah,
we
we're
paid-
different. We're
Yes.
different.
There's
We're
no way
special.
we don't
We're
hate
like top
you.
shelf. But regular people that look like me, the cleaning ladies,
That's not true.
it's true. It's America. That's how they look at you. Oh, please. And I'm a cute cleaning lady. They still look at me like, nah, go clean, bitch. That's reality. It's
reality.
Dude, I didn't want to accept it either. But after year being knocked down, I was like, fine, I'll start a cleaning company. I'll make an LLC. Are you happy? And they're like, sure. That's what it is. Like, you got to play a part here according to how you look or your race or whatever. And that's wrong. Because what you're saying, if you wear a suit.
This is the only
Oh,
country
here we
in
go.
the world.
That's what I thought too.
This is the only country in the world.
That's what my parents thought
where,
too.
With respect, regardless of your color, you put on a suit and you go out there and you handle your business like a man.
Look,
You
I
are
know.
treated like a man. Now the women. I've never been a woman, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
that
you haven't been a
game.
brown one. It's different. White women control the world. Let's not even.
God.
Let's leave these subjects for later because I need to
but-
get off. Every time I talk about these things, like the part of me, the trauma just spikes up. But that's why I want to do the bullet points. Let's do that. You wanna?
We do. We're gonna do the bullet.
We're gonna
points.
get
We're
off the
steam it a
thing.
little more focused.
Yeah.
But
This was good though. We talked even within this episode. I think we can go into a lot of. You know what I mean? Like we touch a lot of things that we barely touched.
well, what would you do in Chicago different?
If you were sleeping and it was 3:00 in the morning and a guy just literally an ICE agent opened up your thing and like, come on, everybody out. How would you feel? How would you feel in the middle of the
Am I
night?
harboring unlawful residents?
No, you're just literally living in your house.
And so I'm not harboring anybody.
You're not harboring nothing. And then you're getting maybe
Then
some
how
people
did
in
he
that
get a
building.
warrant to
Maybe
open the door in 3 a.m. in the morning?
that is a good question.
I don't know that that's happening.
We'll go into the details of that. Well, I'm gonna
Okay.
bring my own little
You
research,
you gotta-
and
you
you're
gotta
gonna bring
show
your
me
own little
that.
research,
You
right?
got to show me that case where
It's all over the
no warrant.
news. It
The
just
guy-
happened.
Now, if they made a mistake or something, that's
Right.
one thing. But
And then black people are now, they're coming for us now. Like,
why would
it's
they
fucked
go for
up.
black people?
Because slavery. Okay,
Nobody
that's it.
wants slavery.
They want it so bad. That's all they want is a
Who?
slave. White people.
That is not
You would love a slave. Come on.
Who?
You would love it.
You have to pay it.
You don't have to
Feed it.
pay it. That's
Yeah,
the whole
that's the
point
thing.
of the slave. You
have
can
to
just
feed
use
it.
them.
It hates you. You have to keep an eye on it all. I don't know how slavery worked in the South. Like, how does one guy control a whole field full of guys that are bigger and
Because
stronger than him?
I know.
And they don't just
Mental.
beat him to death.
Mental.
Like, I
That's what
don't
they're
understand
doing now.
how-
Mental power. That's the whole thing. How the Indians gave the gold for tiny mirrors to fucking Columbus. Because they're fucking dumb. They're just from the earth. They're not dumb. They're actual earthly beings. And then here comes Columbus. You know, he has some. It's evil, man. That's it. White people are evil. Let's cut that.
You can't say things like that.
I'm getting canceled. I need to cut it. I need to cut it there. We'll come back to that. I love white people, for the record. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you.
What can we do though to like? I mean, you believe that? For real?
I
Like,
believe my experiences, and they hurt me deeply. You know why? Because before I'm a woman or a human, I'm a meditator. I'm someone that goes obviously I'm an artist, so I've tripped a lot. I've done all the drugs. I'm past all that. But what I'm saying, I'm only saying that to say I'm coming from a different place. Especially I'm an immigrant, so I had 10 years of just like whatever where I'm from. So I'm observing it from a different place. And what I find is every time I try, every time I'm close to something, it always comes down to, oh, you're brown, or oh, you have an accent, or oh, you don't belong here. And then I'm like, fine, I don't want to be here. Let me just work, make my money, and get the fuck out. That's how they push you to be. Like, and I love this country. Like, my dad left, like illegally in those little boats in the 90s. He did it like 12 times, almost died because he wanted to leave so bad, and that's only to say that immigrants love America. And I know what you're saying. I know that I've gotten chances in this country that I could never be a stand-up comedian in Dominican Republic. That's insane. That's like, what are you doing? Go have kids. You know what I mean? This country allowed me to at least pretend to be, I don't have the credits yet, but they're coming. Like, it's happening, and
that's what I'm saying.
And I love it. But when I see the other side of it, I'm like, oh, I see what they do to, like, black kids, like, young, calling them the N-word. You don't do that to people. That traumatizes you. That fucks you up. Like, and you know what you're doing. It's a mental thing.
The norm? Moreover,
it is.
It is not the norm.
My God, you're from Texas, dude.
I tell you right
don't
now,
lie.
With respect, I've heard cracker more often than I've heard a white person have the balls to say that word.
Maybe not in front of them, but they do.
I mean,
in their own privacy of their own homes,
Now, how do you know what people are saying?
I'm just saying, like, because I could do that all day. I can be like, oh, I'm superior than you. I can dance. I can cook, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's no happiness there. So it's like, there's just coming from insecurities.
I mean, the skin colors.
But
this is the worst skin color I have.
But
it's no tan to it. My freckles connect from time to time. And literally, there are no advantages.
But that's you. That's you. But the majority.
If you are not the best candidate, you are not getting the job. And even if you are the best candidate, sometimes you still won't get it because of some bullshit. Because
what about friendship? How about connections? How about bro from Harvard is here? Let me hook bro up.
I mean,
that's how life works.
Well, okay, yeah, networking, but like networking is for everybody. Everybody does networking, like.
Yeah, not if you're not led in the party. Not if you're like, now we have to act different because this person's here. I know, because I'm like, lighter.
I mean, you gotta sort of force your way into the party once in a while.
Well, yeah.
You get one life, but.
And I'm not. It sounds a lot like victimhood. I'm not trying to do that. I see that this is a great country and it has a lot of opportunity, especially for people that want to work hard. But I also see the other side where it's like, if you're doing too good, it's like, whoa, immigrant, put your neck, like, not that much. Like, we want you to do good, but that's a lot. That's too much. That's true. That's true.
I want you to make the maximum amount of money so you pay the maximum amount of taxes so that we are not bankrupt. That is what I want to see. And I could give a shit what color you are, what you identify as, what your pronoun is. I don't give a flying fuck what your color is, what your gender reveal is this week. Like, it's making the maximum amount of money allows you to pay more in taxes. If you pay your share of taxes, then I have to pay a lower share of taxes, and or we're not running a deficit. We don't have all these problems that we have. Like, we've got to get to a place where teachers can get their raises and land taxes aren't through the roof, and
I'm gonna come with a list so I can like back off my facts, because I feel like I'm just yelling stuff now because it's Sunday. I'm a little
come to me with some problems and
Yeah.
I'll see if I can't fix some of them, because the government's not always a great solution.
Yeah.
Sometimes freeing the market to find a solution for a problem, while it might not be what you want to hear, it's the only way it's going to work.
I just want to stress out that I'm immune to all this stuff because I'm not even here anymore. I'm somewhere floating in the universe, but I'm talking from the person that was brainwashed when I was 18, 19, and I didn't know any better. That's the person who's talking now. Me, I don't have any problems. So if you see me on the street, please don't stop me. Thank you.
All right, well, that's all for the Borne Report today. B-O-R-N-E, there's no U, the USA, and there's no I in team. Thank you so much, Callie, for coming on, and we'll see you next time.
Peace. Damn, that was good. I feel like you're so easy to talk to.